Yeah, yeah. Now you've got too many in one. I know. I know. That's the frustrating part. Mm. Well, but it'd be nice to spread that out. You know what I mean? Yeah, but no, no. Yeah, to an extent. Exactly. Unless you were to ask people to pre-register their interest, the little tally mark. Yeah. Yeah.
Welcome to the second day of our awesome Google Summit. I know the second day is a little hard to wake up for. It was a long day yesterday. I just want to introduce something to you guys really quick. I am the new leader for the Seoul Google Educator Group, which was now the official one. There is GEG Korea. We're trying to move people over, but that one is dormant. It's now GEG Seoul, and we'd also like to, for people in other places like Jeju or down south or anywhere, we'd also like to maybe try to find some interested people to start up their own local chapters. But since I'm in Seoul, that's what we started. Tim and Darren are co-captains, as well as Eki. He's gonna be a co-captain too to help us bring Koreans into it as well, so we can have a really inclusive group. If you'd like to join up, we are on G+, but G+ is going to die, and it's going to go away. We do have a Facebook group that I created, but we're looking into other options. We'd like to not use Facebook. We'd like to stay Google, so we're looking at sites and stuff. So everything's in a bit of flux. But please join the Facebook group or the Google Plus group. We're going to try to maintain both. And we're going to try to get some meetups and some sharing and some stuff going in the near future. So please look it up, GEG Seoul. Love to have you come out for stuff. And yeah, that's about it. So we want to get a community that helps everybody have events like this more often. Okay? Thanks.
Okay, good morning, thanks Rob. So the GEG, there's a global network of GEGs. Obviously the one in Seoul is quite new, but the GEG Korea was run by Jason. So anybody know Jason Kaiser, who was here in Bangkok, here in Seoul for quite a while? So yeah, he ran GEG Korea and GEG Seoul. But the network of GEGs is really, really deep actually, especially in Asia. Philippines has a huge network, Thailand does. Yeah, all over. It's really, really cool meetup. And they're going to have some regional meetups over the next year as well. So within your community, it's really great for a school to offer to host an event, but it also can be in the style of pub PD as well. I think, Jason, you actually do some pub PD events.
Yeah,
as well.
there's quite a few. It's quite
I think pub PD
robust
is
in Seoul.
So really, what type of event you want to run under the GEG is entirely up to the GEG. They're completely independent from Google. So it's a pretty cool thing to be involved in. Now, the second, just quick announcement, we got some awesome Google swag giveaway just at the front here, and we're going to be giving these away at 1 o'clock. So straight after the sessions, everybody come back in here, we'll be giving away the swag. In order to win some of the swag, please fill out the form just here, and that's the link just there. So please fill out that form.
And there's posters posted around most of the rooms that have this form, so don't worry if you don't grab it now, but take a picture of it.
Yep, take a picture. I don't like that short link, by the way, just prove that. But that's the link for that, so please fill out that form to get a chance to win some of these Google bags, and Google bottles, and Google t-shirts and stuff. And just another quick announcement, I'd like to say that the feedback is super important for us as a team, to be able to understand what some of these amazing speakers are doing here. Please fill this out. It is, your speakers probably have been sharing it, gsummit.link/eval if you haven't seen it already. It's the same form for the feedback for every speaker, every session. So please do fill that. It's really, really cool. It's cool for the speakers to get feedback on what they're doing. It's cool for us as well, because we just want to see how amazing these people are. So it's really, really useful. Thank you. So, on to this morning. How you guys feeling this morning? Are we raring to go? A night out in Songo? Well, I'm going to introduce a speaker, actually a very, very good friend of mine. I've known in Bangkok for at least 6 years. We were at some of the first Google events in Bangkok, and then across Asia as well. Now, Seti is very, very inspirational when it comes to not just working inside the classroom, but outside developing his own YouTube channel materials and his own brand as well. Seti started out 6 years ago? Yeah, 6 years ago. He'll tell you a bit more about it. But I remember when he started out, he had a few hundred views on his YouTube channel, and that has grown. And if you've had a chance to check out his YouTube channel, it truly is inspirational how amazing his video skills are, and the fellowship he's built up as well. So if we could please introduce Seti to the stage.
Grab one of these. Is that working? Yeah. Good morning. I'm going to just quickly walk you through my journey and the journey I've taken. Now, my name is Siti, and I'm originally from Belgium. I've been living in Thailand for about 11 years now, getting close to 12 years. And I'm very passionate about educational technology. It's one of the reasons I'm here. It's one of the reasons I attend all these summits. However, it wasn't always like that. And I wasn't always passionate about educational technology. And that's one of the things I'd like to talk about today, is that we all have our own journeys, and these journeys will take us in different directions, and it changes. I never planned to be standing in front of all of you. I never planned to use a Chromebook. I never planned to do anything that is remotely tech. However, it happened. I went with it, and this is where I'm at now. So I'm going to give you a little glimpse into that journey I've taken. And it's basically all started in the 80s. Now, I was born in the 80s, and a lot of you will probably still remember the 80s. Now, this is just an image, and I think this sums it up. Fashion was amazing. And yes, we really did dress like that. So even as a very young child, I was wearing the most horrendous colors, clothes. When I go through pictures from back in the day now, I'm actually embarrassed. So that's the 80s, but why do I mention this? Because the 80s tech has really made the modern world what it is today. And what I mean by that is, this is where it all began. We have our Walkmans. I'm pretty sure that every single person in this room remembers a Walkman. You remember listening to that music, giving cassettes to your friends, trying to get them in, and finding a pencil or a pen to just get it back into the cassette. But this is where it all started. Now we've got our phones. We've got our boom boxes. If you wanted to share some tunes with your friends, now we've got our Bluetooth speakers, and they connect again to that same phone. However, this is where it all started. And then I'm a huge fan of B-bots and Probots and programmable toys, and well, this is where it began. The big tracks. Now, I'm pretty sure some of you have one at home. Very first programmable robot that you could program, move forward, turn left. It's basically exactly the same thing we're doing today with B-bots. But it's all evolved. It's changed. We've got our VCRs. Oh yeah, pre-Netflix days. And our big VCR cassettes that we had to go and rent, find the latest movie, and then the shop didn't have it, so we had to go to another shop to get it there. It's just, this is where it began. Next one, mobile phones. I don't think any of us would walk around with a big monstrous phone like that today. However, if it wasn't for those phones, we wouldn't be walking around with our iPhones and our Androids. We've got our Nintendo. Now, I spend a lot of time playing my Nintendo. We've got Nintendos, and then we had our PlayStations, and it just kept evolving. But in the 80s, this is where it all started for me. Nintendos, yes, they were pre-Nintendo consoles, and they were fun, but really, this is the big one. This is the one that started it all. And then, PCs. This is when the computer finally entered the home, and that changed the world. It changed how people found their information, how they communicated. It changed what you could do at home. It changed the sort of activities you would spend your time on. The PC, the personal computer, it came into our homes. Now, why am I mentioning all this? Well, have a look at this video, and it'll all make sense.
We're mixing it up on you again.
Okay.
You're not watching the video.
Oh no. I'm so scared.
You're reacting to this.
Oh, what is this thing? I have no idea what it is. I don't get what it is. What do I do? Press play? I know what it does. Question time!
So, do you know what that is used for?
Walkie-talkie. Speaking into it. Music, a boombox. Wait. It's a cassette player, right?
Okay, actually, it is a device that plays music.
Oh. So maybe we'll play music today?
Oh, here, radio, AM, FM, stop, play, okay.
What are you talking about?
That is kidding.
But how does it work?
I'm gonna find it on. Oh, I see. Wait, what?
Where is the...
I feel so judged right now.
What the?
I did it.
I don't hear any music.
I know what to do now.
You open it, put the cassette inside, close it, and then you press play.
You actually need something else to get it to work.
Oh, come on, that's cheap. Really, guys?
Cassette? Yes. You actually need a cassette.
Oh, what?
Do you know what a cassette is?
No.
So we have a cassette.
I've never seen this. Ooh, are these like in the movies?
So now how does it work?
How do you do this? I know I have to open it. Nope. How do you put it in? I am not going to give up. I'm a survivor. Okay.
These are the children we have in our classes. These are the students that we're teaching. These are the children that we are talking to every single day. Now, why do I mention this? Because tech has evolved, we need to change as well. The language we use in our classrooms, the things that we use in our classrooms, they have no idea what this is. And we might reference things that they've never been exposed to. It's like what was said yesterday, we are the last generation that still knows a time before the internet. It's the same with all these tools. We need to be very conscious when we're mentioning them or using them in the classroom about, are they actually understanding what we are talking about? Now, this is my childhood. Now, this was me in year one. Now, in year one, what did I do? I liked to play outside, building and collecting Lego blocks. But in addition to that, painting, running, listening to stories on my Walkman, those were my favorite activities. However, looking at my son now, same age, year one, this is his world. So he still enjoys building and collecting Legos. Lego did a really good job, and they're probably still going to be here in 10 years' time, because they've done a really good job. But he enjoys debugging, dismantling old telephones. If I leave an old DVD player, he'll open it up, because he wants to see what's on the inside. In school, he loves debugging and coding club and lessons like that. Look at the picture, that's his environment. Virtual reality, augmented reality, he's using it in class. He's exposed to all these tools. It's a changing world. Now, new tech is impacting our lives. This is not out yet, but won't be long. It's the foldable phone. And things keep changing. Self-driving cars, that's the future. That's where we're headed. We've also got Google earbuds, live translations. How is that going to impact our classrooms? How does that impact our traveling and our lives? In addition to this, I've got one very short little video clip I want to show you. You've probably already seen it, but this is the future. And here,
don't
I've got
have an
a little
online
video.
booking system set up. We think AI can help with this problem. So let's go back to this example. Let's say you want to ask Google to make you a haircut appointment on Tuesday between 10 and noon. So what you're going to hear is the Google Assistant actually calling a real salon to schedule the appointment for you. Let's listen.
Well, how can I help you? Hi, I'm calling to book a women's haircut for a client. I'm looking for something on May 3rd. Sure, give me 1 second. Sure, what time are you looking for around? At 12 p.m. We do not have a 12 p.m. available. The closest we have to that is a 1:15. Do you have anything between 10 a.m. and 12 p.m.? Depending on what service she would like. What service is she looking for? Just a woman's haircut for now. Okay, we have at 10 o'clock. 10 a.m. is fine. Okay, what's her first name? The first name is Lisa. Okay, perfect. So I will see Lisa at 10 o'clock on May 3rd. Okay, great. Thanks. Great. Have a great day. Bye.
Google Assistant, Duplex. This is what we can do now. This is a computer calling up a hair salon and sounds like a real person. This is going to be absolutely normal for all our students. By the time they're our age, this will probably seem like something from back in the day. And it's going to be the new normal. It's absolutely normal. Now, what does the future for our students hold? And that's something we should never ever forget. We need to think about what is their future going to be and where are they growing up. They're growing up in a world filled with tech. So, for us as teachers, what does our future hold? Are we going to be out of a job? Well, my answer to that is no, we're not. But I do want to say technology will never replace teachers. However, those teachers that are embracing that tech, they're going to make the other teachers redundant. Teachers not willing to adjust, not willing to adapt. They will be made redundant by those that are ready to try new things. Now, connectivity is key, and for me, connectivity is all about YouTube. I use YouTube. Now, I didn't go onto YouTube to become a YouTuber. It all started with a little place that I wanted to just put a video. I had a video that my students made, I needed somewhere to put it. So what I did is I just put it onto YouTube and I left it there. Now that quickly grew into using YouTube to flip learning. Use it as a blended classroom, flipped classroom model, hence the name Flipped Classroom Tutorials. Now I started using it with older students, it worked really well, so I started adding more videos. All started in August 30th, one video, and then another video, and another video, and another video, and it just kept on growing and growing and growing. But if I wasn't willing to change and adjust to what my students wanted, this would have never happened. Now the channel is just blowing up, but it's all because I decided, okay, I'll just try something new, and I'll just go with it. Because many people are still scared, YouTube especially. They're terrified of YouTube. They don't want to use YouTube in the class. Some schools even still block it. Whereas I just went with it. So while the children are on YouTube, maybe that's where I'll meet them. And then that grew and grew and grew. So we went from 1,000 to 5,000. Now we've got 25,000 subscribers. I never believed that was going to happen. I just wanted somewhere to put my video. So what I would say is I would encourage every single one of you to become creators, not just consumers of this new tech and consumers of media. If you get the culture right, results will follow. And that goes for any school. If you get the school culture right and you get it so that your teachers become creators, that they start sharing their things, that you share things with colleagues, that you create together, then students will follow. They will see your passion and they will want to create as well. And there's plenty of places that you can share your work. You can have resources on Teachers Pay Teachers. You can go onto YouTube. You can use platforms like Edmodo. You can share your best lessons on Instagram. If you're worried about privacy, don't worry. Just get a picture of the activity rather than the children. You can share and create. So that's my message, and that's also my homework for every single one of you. Create something rather than just consuming it. If you enjoy video, make a video. If you're always downloading and looking for resources, make your own and just see what happens. And that's it. Thank you.
Thanks, Teddy. So, it's pretty funny, that Big Tracks. Did anybody play with one of those Big Tracks when they were a kid? They're on sale on Amazon again. They just re-released them. Pretty cool. You go out and buy one just now. Okay, guys. We've got a really exciting morning ahead. Some really cool speakers. Session started at 9:40. You've got about 10 minutes to grab a coffee or a snack before the sessions begin. Have a great morning. We'll be back in here at 1 o'clock. 1 o'clock, promptly at 1 o'clock. Please get back over here. We'll give away some of this amazing swag. In the meantime, guys, have a great morning, and we'll see you around. Enjoy the session. Hey, once more, guys. Sorry, give it up for Sadie one more time. Give these guys a round of applause.